Hi, people of God. If you can see me, God bless you. So let's talk about emotional development today. So the truth is, a lot of people, particularly men, had their emotional development arrested very early on in life because the environment, society, punished vulnerability and sensation. Yes. So the environment and society would be unhealed parents. Yes. So they would emotionally shut you down if you cry, to make you anxious, to explode when they can't control your emotions, or they outrightly just become avoidant. Teachers and authority figures as well. Those that didn't even have any idea on the child development, they just go on to take the title to teach children at a young age when they themselves don't have that skill. Anyways, culture, yes. So culture will tell you, man up, don't cry, be strong. All of this translates to don't feel, don't have any need for feelings, don't ask, and don't express. So this phenomenon is well documented. It's in family systems theory, it's in developmental psychology, it's in trauma studies, and it's also in sociological gender studies. Spiritually, it maps to the concept of a hardened heart, a heart that cannot perceive love or receive love. Matthew 18:3 says, Jesus says, "Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven." So when your emotional receptivity is stifled, you can't embody traits of being a child. You can't receive love. There'll be no tenderness in your heart. You would have lack of trust. You will not have dependence. And even if you do have it, you depend on the wrong people, or you depend on yourself when you should depend on God. You don't have vulnerability. You don't have sensation, curiosity. You don't have love in your heart. And anyone who was taught to suppress those traits, spiritually, you're being taught the opposite of the kingdom of God. So the truth is, there are a couple of healthy abilities children should possess. One would be emotional literacy, the ability to name emotions. Another one would be emotional regulation, that's self-soothing, but without self-destruction. Another one would be healthy attachment and intimacy. And lastly, vulnerability without shame. Yes. So it's your ability to express needs without being ashamed of having them. But if you grow up in a household or in a society that tells you don't cry, it's weakness, man up, suck it up, you lose access to these abilities. As a result, you become emotionally numb. You become conflict avoidant. You become hyper-independent, shame-based, and anger-dominant. This is heavy on the anger dominant for men, because that seems to be the only socially permitted emotion for men. Therefore, to everyone, acknowledge what wasn't your fault and acknowledge what is now your responsibility. So, how you were raised, the culture you were raised in, the society you were raised in, your developmental skills or lack thereof, your lack of emotional skills, these were not your fault. What is now your responsibility is your awareness, your healing, rewiring your belief systems, opening your heart to receive love, softening your heart towards God, unlearning harmful, this is for men, unlearning harmful masculinity framework. Hence, the kingdom of God has always been about love, soft hearts, receptivity, compassion, and healing. God never asked us to be emotionally amputated. Society did.